What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And a lot of you guys have been asking about the Gmiastreak. Yo, Gmi, I see you on your streams, on YouTube, on Twitch. You out here mossing heavy. Is it back? What's going on with it? What should we be doing? I'm going to explain to you guys a couple times right now, over and over again, but with different players other than the Calvin Johnson, because it's not about Calvin Johnson, it's actually about the height. Now, some of you guys are like, yo, Gmi, I've been mossing with like Jerry Rice and like undersized players. What happens is, with the Gmiastreak, it's straight streaks. It's not like you're throwing a crosser or a post, because when you get the advantage of the jump on any of those crossers and posts, you're going to be able to out jump somebody and catch the ball. That won't be a big deal. That's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do that. But when you line up and you dedicate it to a streak, that's what the Gmiastreak is. That's what had certain pro players very, very upset. And they were tweeting about me and doing stuff like that because they couldn't stop it. Because it's about the user skill that comes with it. And you got to be able to understand a couple things that's going on. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you some of the players that are the best ones to moss with right now. You can moss with Randy Moss as well. But for this video, obviously Calvin Johnson. This guy's a monster, bro. Like, sometimes they'll swat it, but they really can't do anything with Calvin. Like, Calvin is really that much of a monster right now. Like, you can't really do much with him. You got to just hope to contain him. But if you give him one-on-one coverage, I think even the most inexperienced player can moss somebody. I'm just being totally honest, like the way that he is. So I would definitely recommend that you guys grab him. All the players that you're going to be mossing with on the outside is going to need that deep in. I mean, the deep out. EA Sports purposely made him physical, so it would cost me more because he was a deep threat last year. So this cost me more to be able to moss with him, but that's fine. All right. The other players that you're going to be able to use, Kyle Dig Out Your Girl's Pits. He's 6'6". He gets deep out for one. It's a beautiful thing. Put him on the outside. One side Calvin, one side him. He's going to go crazy. I can't wait to see what he does with the Falcons. This young man is going to be unbelievable. But again, deep out. But because he's a vertical threat, that's going to go ahead and be 1 AP. So the physical 2, vertical threats and deep threats are 1. All right, so EA kind of got me with that. It is what it is. Calvin is my dude. He's going to be on the squad. It doesn't matter. Jimmy Graham, because I play him at the tight end position with the tight end apprentice, you're going to have to always be one-on-one when you go for the moss action with this young man, Jimmy Graham. All right? This dude right here is going to moss your pants off. Now, one of the things that I give EA credit for so far in this game, they allow the players to react. Your players will react. If you guys go back to my videos where I show you, like, yo, dude's not reacting, I'm not talking about zone. I'm talking about offensively. Like, they give your players the opportunity to react. If they tune that or patch it, I'm gonna explode. Because as bad as people are saying the game is, they've taken away a lot of the garbage that was in 21. The players actually jump and react, and the taller players will come down with the ball more often than not. So that's a plus. Now, will the ball magically drop a lot? Yes, in certain cases. Just keep in mind, I do not have a deep out or deep in on Jimmy Graham, but I am going to show you some footage right now that he's going to be mossing dudes. All right, so that's something that I want you guys to kind of understand real quick. But let's go ahead and jump into the media gallery, because you guys have been requesting gameplay, so I'm going to just give it to you and show you what's actually happening in the game, so it kind of helps, you know, to make you guys understand what's going on. First clip up right here. The stadium was shaking, everything was going crazy, but he gives me one-on-one coverage. So right here, he already messed up, because this is before I rage sold Brandon Marshall. You can't give anybody that's 6'5" or taller one-on-one coverage unless you have a really, really good user, because deep out, it's going to get nasty, because you're going to get the high point of the ball. So if we go back and take a look at it again, one-on-one coverage, once you see it and your players are big enough, they're going to moss them. They're going to moss him, and more than likely, they're going to go for 6. This is a very, very important thing, guys. Brandon Marshall was 6'4" in previous Maddens. He's now 6'5". Take advantage of that. I no longer use him. He's been rage sold because of Calvin, but you guys can do whatever you please. All right? So now, we jump into another clip right here. All right? Let's take a look at what happens. Jimmy Graham. It's Uncle Jimmy. It's one-on-one. Uncle Jimmy, bruh. He's getting mossed. He's going to get mossed. Why is he going to get mossed? Yes, he actually deserves it, but that's not why he's getting mossed. He thought he could go out there and just have Jimmy one-on-one. But why did he think that? Because man coverage is so OP, everybody else is covered. You have to be able to win that battle. Darrelle Revis is 5'11". He's not seeing a 6'7" guy with the jump. Now, when it was Revis Island, yeah, he did lock up Calvin and all that crap like that. That's Uncle Jimmy. Okay, that's Uncle Jimmy from the group home up north. Now we jump into this right here. Okay, same situation. Kyle Dig Out Your Girl's Pits. Now, I'm showing it to you in different games because I want you guys to understand this is not one trick pony status. I do it every single game, but you have to be able to have the proper ability and the players have to be big enough. It is very, very, very important that you guys are doing that. I cannot stress enough how important it is. So even though I have Calvin on the right side, I'll still go to Pitts. Because people are going to have these undersized corners and they can't do nothing with it. They can't do nothing with what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? Like, once I see the 101, he tried to bait me with the Calvin and it looked like he was staying there, but it didn't really matter. But again, because of that situation, you don't want to overdo it, right? You don't want to go into a situation where it's like, all right, the guy is out there, you know, he's double teaming and you're throwing it into double coverage. Now, can you catch it in double coverage? I've done it once or twice. It's not like Madden 20 though. See, Madden 20, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, like, that was wild. Before they split up like streak specialists, dude, it was OP. You was mossing 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, more. Me and your moms, let's do it on the floor. Like, don't worry about that rhyme. Album coming soon. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. Regardless of all of that that's happening, it's very, very important, okay, that you understand that you need the size for the players. So I'm going to recommend, okay, 6'5" and above, because Calvin is a beast. All right. For those of you guys that, you know, watch the streams, you guys know we've been mossing with Calvin, you know, Calvin at will. It's not even a problem. You're like, dude, it's just always at will. But I save the clips. I try to make sure you guys know what's going on with it. So that way you're seeing it, you understand what's happening. And if you choose to go out there and moss a dude, just do it. Just handle your business. But understand, although Jimmy Graham does not have deep out or deep in, if it's one-on-one and you get the right position, you can actually moss anybody in the game. All right, so those are some of the things that you guys have been requesting and you've been asking about, and you're very, very like interested in understanding, like, yo, why is this so prevalent for the offense? Well, let me explain something to you. The way Madden 22 is right now and the way that they're dropping cards, they're like, Sean Taylor can already max out at 97 speed. So the game is already giving us a lot of the stuff. And remember, we actually asked for this. We asked for better cards so that we could have a longer time with it. We just didn't know that EA was going to go crazy and give us everything like right away. But for me, it doesn't matter, because if you're a decent player, you're going to be okay regardless, even if your player is not top notch. You know what I'm saying? You're going to still be able to make plays. You're going to still be able to do stuff. But when like the advantage is a guy just having a better team, it is what it is in MUT. Everybody's been there. Remember like 2 weeks ago, everybody was a level 50 and we were still grinding? Now it's kind of balanced out because different players are available and you don't have to be a level 50 and you can still get those same abilities. So all the advantages that these other players had, they're going to be gone now, because you have the opportunity to get players that will work for you, and it's going to, you know, it's going to make your job a lot easier. So for me, you will still be able to get free versions of cards. They're just going to be NCATs. And I hate NCATs. But what I'm seeing from a lot of my viewers is that if you have a theme team, you're getting enough players in that fantasy pack where you can add somebody to your theme team. And you guys are telling me that it's working out for you in certain cases. I'm still going to fight and let it be known. I hate them because I still think it should be allowed to be, you know, be put into a set. But if you guys are helping to build your team and you're like, yo, Gmia, you know, I got this guy, I got the Alex Mack for the Niners, I got this guy for free, that makes me happy. Because you guys are being, you know, you guys are growing, your teams are getting better, and I feel better knowing that you're getting better. So if you guys are comfortable with it, that's fine. But I vehemently disagree with them making NCATs. It should be allowed to go into a set. It should be allowed to help us get a higher level player like in the past. Just don't give us that many of them, but give us a piece. Give us a piece, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like not everybody's gonna be able to use those teams that, you know, those players for the teams that are released. So give us a piece of something. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, you guys are able to now go ahead and figure a lot of these things out for yourselves. I'm just letting you guys know that these things are available. I do want to again say, look, EA has removed a lot of the BS from the other games, but it is willy-nilly and there is more effort that you have to put in to have your players do what you want them to do. That part is true, but you can still have a lot of success with the way that the game is itself. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. I thoroughly understand a lot of the rage and the stuff that you guys are talking about, but I still do believe that they've removed a lot of the things that were in 21 and 20. And for the most part, once they tune the zones, the game is near perfect. But I don't think they're going to tune it, but the players that get the zone coverage that I spoke about in the previous video and I explained to you guys how to utilize it, I think the game is going to play a lot better for my viewers. And at the end of the day, it's us, right? So it is what it is. We don't really care about anybody else. So it's like, all right, cool. Bro, you know what's going on. If you want to share the knowledge, you go ahead and do it. I'm going to ask you guys to go ahead and like the video. Much love to everybody that's watching. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.